Hatsuki, Minakinki, Tsuki, Haseo channel, yokoso. Hello everybody and welcome back. It's me, Tsuki, Haseo, your host with the most and the most to give. And today, sorry, I'm kind of tired. And today I'll be playing some Phoenix Wright trilogy. December 27, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a minimum pause before speaking. Oh, right, of course. Prediction. Today's trial within 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of this statement just now? You must question everything. It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Roy! My decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious book, Your Honor. Witness, state your procession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Woodley. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yeah, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard the objection. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. You're right. The witness will state its name. I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can't testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Was night of 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. I heard bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Sure. There is nothing to question in my witness testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now. Yes, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me? Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. It was a night... Oh shit, hold it! Just after midnight, you say? Yep, or just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague around the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. Objection! I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly, I did. Yep. Let's see, continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boat as usual. Hold it. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly police a parrot. Oh, parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Kitty boy. Objection! The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Hold it. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the leg, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. Is he using a Pavlovian response? Oh, hold it. Was there someone on the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep. You couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yeah. That's what Lola said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. By your window? Yeah, my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a really important detail. Please, add it to the testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He would say, I can't believe he's dead. A noble comment spent time preparing the witness. I'm not going to find contradictions here. Definitely a lawyer. Hold it.
Objection.
Oh, okay. Hold it. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad? Certain kid. He said, I can't believe he's dead. He was walking by too. Witness. Are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, the Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt, von Karma. He lured me to cross-examine so he could set me up for a fall. Hey, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. We're right quick. Objection! Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Objection. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing the man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could just wipe his prints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true. Lost in thought, what should we do? Objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth says, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have any evidence? No good, there's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please, we need your help. Nick. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. If he wiped it, why will there be fingerprints? That would be stupid. He's a prosecution. He would know this stuff better than anybody else. What the hell? No. The court finds that the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court. Dissolve the court. Wait, what? I lost? What? Wait. Huh? Oh, who was that? Me, huh? What? Larry? Oh, what are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday, but today I remember it. Remember what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Oh, order! Objection! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Bon Karma. So you say you heard the gunshot? Yes, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us his final chance at this. That's right. I only wasn't Larry. Could make things even worse. I was just declared guilty. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it's our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceeding, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Bon Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After all that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Oh my God. December 27, 10:28 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. I was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say here. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon at the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh. You see something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there is something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it without thinking. I didn't even have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah. This might be our chance. Our chance? Bon Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly completed evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone, it's Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. (10:35). Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify about the court you saw on the night of December 24. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Bon Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about his being our big break. That night I was out on the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I hit a single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually big testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Night of the murder. That night, I was out on the boat, in a boat on the lake. Hold it. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. There were so many wrongs that I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? It was after 11 when I went out on the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on the boat at such late hour? I was looking for something and found it. Hold it. Looking for something. Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it that you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant, like just get over with. So I quite slipped into the boat of the rental. Uh-huh. Hold it! Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour, so I guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Hold it. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Whoa, Mr. Butts! Whoa, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was really foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part in this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Hold it. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Well, Nick. Was pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? Yeah, I should just start working with a contradiction. Sorry. Wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call on my sister. Okay. Objection! Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang. You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Loda testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots last night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, what? You only heard one gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I am not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? No, nobody listens to radio, man. Get on with the program. We got Spotify. And if you're cheap and a broadcast, you'll be having Spotify free. Or you download MP3s and rip them off from YouTube. Uh, hmm. Mr. Bonkarma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, shall we continue? Okay, what should I do? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I should probably continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts, please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your rating. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other ways out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard the gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yeah, what's the problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat on the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe his testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor, the witness says he remembered exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? The announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Okay, hold it. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease this pointless question. What possible good could you know in what a radio DJ said to do us? Indeed, Mr. Bonkarma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh? Very fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying that you heard on the when the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Almost. Hold it. Are you sure? Of course I am. She said this really sexy voice. Not sure how. Most. Objection! Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? Oh, what's with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? Did you say, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot? Indeed. And almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Oh my God. And people die when they're killed. And the archer class is made of archers. Oh, hey! Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. It would seem that, yes, but that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Mrs. Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plain mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. Oh, what? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about what Mr. Boats claims to be heard a gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence of this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Take that! Look at this photograph. Every time I look, it makes me smile. How did eyes get so red? Should I go back to school and try to graduate? This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 1150. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake on this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set out to go off in response to loud noises. Ah, correct. There was a loud noise at lake at 1150. That's why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Objection! Do not be fools, Judge! That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 1150 was a gunshot. Why, the witness would have sneezed triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man! Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there is no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 1150 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court the evidence. This is 3 times. I just read this.
Take that!
This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witness who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there will be 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murder in this case has the same idea as the murder in the case. What do you mean? Maya, yeah? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We already got in a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You're just watch and let me know if everything sounds fishy, right? Alright, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Bon Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, Rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be none other than the man on the boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp of the photo says 15, but Larry heard gunshots 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that the Edgeworths could have been innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men are the words. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. And the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50. He assumed the guise of Hammond and meet Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Mr. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer? Right. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't? Ha! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the only one who killed Robert Hammond, the caretaker of the boat shop. But where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out of the lake to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on the boat? What? Where the murder took place? Take that! Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. You have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake on the boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot must be very, very close by. And where would he be? Where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boot shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gort Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Ramon Hammond to his shop. That was around 11:50. That was around the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat and became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth and went into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the big pistol? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes, why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. No, this, Mr. Wright, the moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. Now, tell us why the murder. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fired a shot. That ensures anyone who heard the shot will look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that. Next, the murderer waits a bit and fires again. Then, murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't even know about the automatic camera focus. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, then put on Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gort Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please, take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he has something very important to discuss with you. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Honor, sir. Bailiff, where you conduct your trial here, ask what you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well, court is adjourned. Oof, December 27, 122, District Court. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah, well, at least we got out of under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sift through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down on the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on the trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Huh? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile a little, please. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is it about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I had. Memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? Memory of a murder. To be continued! Woo! Hey, Sprox vs. Cox, how's it going? Nice to see you. I saw you were playing Power World. I don't know why I'm having such a bad luck with Final Fantasy games. I swear to God, I think they hate me. December 27, 2/11, Wright & Co. Law Offices. What was Mr. S was talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Huh? Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I hadn't swooned him in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I say Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yeah, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was at the very end of 3rd grade. I was on a trial, a class trial. Class trial? You remember, Larry, spring, end of 3rd grade. Kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids will bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh? I see. Anyways, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. So $38, that's 3,000, 8,000 yen, I think. I think the value might have been more back then. So, around that, not sure. Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that. Can't see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyways, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yep, the cleat in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, he did it. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one played with him. Just admit it. He did it. Can't hide the truth. Tell the truth. She's not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no boring man. You shouldn't be allowed to later or in the library. You back my fist and say, hey, did you rob that bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went there. A boy whose money has been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then why shouldn't you... Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone has been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody gonging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well, I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, it was just lucky that I took the day off from school. I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn what he had become, what he became. And that's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He is in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick! So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes, you helped me because I believe in you. Except I don't remember saying I do it for free. Oh, Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. If it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It may very well be. First, there's a rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see. Hey there, there, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Youngshoe. Close one today, huh? Oh, so worker. I snapped my typing's half. Huh, sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the bookshop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scandal in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, ought to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go in the woods today. Woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping. Apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. Oh, one can go in for a while. Hey, thank you. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Huh? Still eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry too busy worried about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Huh? I know that clean on the throat anywhere. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw, today trial Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Miss Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Nobody's home. Hello! Hello! Ah! Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello! Hello! Huh? I can't believe he'll run out with you and leave your poor fellow ferret to fend for itself. Hello! Hello! Huh? That reminds me. Polly here knows the number for the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Ah! Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money there. Aw. Hey, he keeps it locked, right? There must be something of value there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's there. Yeah, there might be a clue or two. The only thing here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on it. His handwriting is very precise. Clear letter. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, what will Mr. Edgeworth's name be on it? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and Frank Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting drunk twice is exactly what I figured out the day before. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means? I don't know, but it looks like these instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who would have written the letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles? I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Maybe I should take care of Pauline? You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Paulie. He says I can't take you. Great, now it's the birds gonna hate you. Ever since Cole looks he didn't turn his heater on. He hasn't been back here since trial. Bishop Ball looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gunshot. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, you can't just leave him with a metal detector. Huh. Maybe we'd better not. Huh? What's wrong? Huh? Oh. No, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remember. They're showing a Pink Prince special this week. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. Right. Guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What? You thought you were telling the truth? Someone there. Good luck. Oh, okay. Like a bad person. No bad person looks like a bad person. If bad person looked like bad people, they wouldn't be able to do bad things. They look as grim as ever. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? Huh? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh! Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? The trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, but I think you changed too much. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why do you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You say you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 50 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. We were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation and lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yami Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent! That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Bon Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. Oh, he is like my sister was to you. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken, none were left unsolved, and no one suspect was ever declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Bon Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's impossible to find a weakness. Should a weakness appear, he will do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, is what you're saying true? You're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. There's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. That's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. Oh, kidding. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental character lives. I see. Huh? Revenge? Oh, me? Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Will he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the state of limitation on the DL's incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Was the case that changed my life, and tomorrow on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow, could that be coincidence? But even if the case is finally open and on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. Okay, I think I opened a new conversation. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were so long it felt like forever. The air thin and the darkness closing on us little box. We became unsettled. Help! Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I say quiet! You're not making it any easier. I want to get out. Help! Help us! Shall you just use up more oxygen? That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress has caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed in court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why will he want to get revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these few days. I did not know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Please hold. I'm gonna go bring me some water. Alright, I'm back. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I had the same dreams almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's skill in the dark. Well, I can't breathe. Quiet, I say quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out and help. Get us out. Shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Huh? What? Stop breathing my air. Oh, father. He's attacking father. And I see the pistol lying down my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from the day in court or the bailiffs. The days I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father. Bang! Ugh. Accidental discharge? With that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. but that's just a dream, right? Right? I thought it's the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against him. Wait, Edgeworth, you... It was me. I was a true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There's someone else who knows about DL6. Okay, time to visit Gore. Still hasn't changed the painting, huh? Mr. Grossberg! Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. Oh, Ma. Oh, come down and tell me. What's happened? Mr. Edgeworth, he... Yeah, but the mind can also fabricate false things too, you know? That's the problem with memories. They can be altered. I mean, this is just psychology 101. That's why eyewitness testimonies is not very reliable either. The court still uses it because they want people to think there is a human factor of other people that influence this, but not really. It's not really that good thing, eyewitness accounts. Unless you have photographic evidence, and even then now, it can be modified with AI. I mean, seriously. Even blood. You can literally, like, kill somebody and have designer blood with the DNA of an ex-person so you can frame that person that you don't like. Don't ask me how I know. I know that's creepy knowledge. Don't ask me. And I am saying this all hypothetically. I'm not condoning anything. I'm not saying I know how to do it, but I'm not saying I don't know. I will neither confirm nor deny. So Edgeworth dreamt he saw his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. If that's the case, then why don't you two look so troubled? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So did he want to frame him for murder? This leads to some surmise. The Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. No. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called the spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Faye. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who killed me was the bailiff, Johnny Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems that the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? Well, Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it is true. Well, he may have had one peer that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair as it were. This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one but two trials, all thanks to the statute of limitation. However, I'm afraid the damage to the DL6 incident has done will never be eased. That doesn't make sense though. Gregory Edgeworth. He was gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended client not for their sake, but his own. His own sake? He never trusted his client, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. He got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. Huh? Yeah. Okay, some explanation time here. Japan, where this game is set, even though it says United States of America or whatever, it's not. It's really Japan. Japan, it's very social, structurally made. Basically, if you do something to cast shame on yourself, that's it. You are socially done. Nobody wants to have anything to do with you. You are an outcast. Wait, what is it? This letter! I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with it? Well, I'm not sure. Huh? Von Karma, Von Karma. What? Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on Courtroom. What? But that means the one who Mr. Yogi... Oh, read. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why will Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it's truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he will know the truth. He will know that Miles Edgeworth has accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I will think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial's cause. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of practice. Really? He doesn't take vacation? Like go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations. No, those are good. Those are good ideas. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Oh, he wanted to keep a perfect record for that. Why would he just take a long vacation? What are we doing here? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I had to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. Just believe it, Edgeworth's innocent. I can't believe he killed someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grosvenor, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are rather slim. And you are anything but slim, sir. I understand. Police materials, huh? One day left, yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy Yogi. Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. I think it's hitting the pavement. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyways. You can't go in as a visitor. Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Let's hurry. He's destroying evidence. Dusty as always. We were only here yesterday. She sure just heard him. Nothing. Just noticed he isn't here. One of the drawers here is helping being looking. They both consult us. Consult cases. Nick, the file is completely empty. What are you doing here? Hey. Karma, you. How do you know my name? Huh? Huh? What are you saying? We see you every day, don't we? Where my... The fence... Huh. I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember the fence attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this could be... Fool. You think a prosecutor will give you a defense attorney's information? Bah! Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. There's a case reports in there too, quietly gathering dust. Case found blank. Forgotten case wrong. Mr. Edgeworth's your student, right? Romanticists we still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you have an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, don't you? Me? Begrudge against me a defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to you, otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wings afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose indeed. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. Have you done your homework so well? Then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You were right. Okay, hold on. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? Your instructor, Yanni Yogi, to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years had it been since I heard him be called by that? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it. You rogue man. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble bringing it to me. Save me a lot of needless hassle. What? Hey, what is that thing? Stun gun for self-defense, usually. Out of my way. Oh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. Oh. Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Letter, did you take it? Oh yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop. My jumps were supposed to... He one shot. It's useless. No good as a lawyer or as a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we needed her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! Maya, she's... Yes, time to help her. Poor thing. Being shocked with that much electricity is not fun. Let me tell you. I remember when they shocked me with that in training. I light up like a Christmas tree. Ah! That's a big deal. So, sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my running with the stun gun yesterday. Wait, he can you can sue on karma. That's an assault. Edgeworth's looking glum as always. Hope on karma doesn't push him too hard. Ow! What are you doing? Sorry. Just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right. Good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How you go? Have no fears. Promise I'd catch her or run away caretaker. Run in. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Actually, after that shock I got on my way, I feel pretty good. Looks like he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want to get revenge on Edgeworth? He couldn't remember his past. He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. Okay. I'm gonna destroy this a-hole. The fence is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Well, we reached the final day of proceedings in this trial. I asked the prosecution to meet decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be all enthused by every little thing he said. Very well, Von Karma. Open your thing. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe for the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In just this trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember a witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake. In addition, he has currently lost memory and his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away and he will testify. I see. Very well, please begin the testimony. Oh. Huh? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday, I did. I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for policy. Figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You mean I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as this. Very well. Begin the cross-examination. Hold it. And why do you leave? You're just about to say why. It's so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone's talking. That will be guilty in 3 minutes. Hold it. Food? Well, Paul is a bit of a gourmand, you see. Surely it's his high-quality bird pellet from France. They only have it in the big pet shop downtown. You weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, kinda got lost. Witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So, please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Much of your memory, is that correct? Yeah. Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Huh? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, show the court proof. Well, witness continue. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He cannot hold a grudge. It is impossible. May I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying that we had the same over and over, in calling the witness memory on the past or lack of thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, don't play dumb, Bokar. His name is Johnny Yogi, a former core bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Johnny Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I figure the judge will have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Johnny Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, if you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Johnny Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints in the file of Johnny Yogi. See, that makes sense. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. What? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? Huh? You see, before I work a caretaker, I work in a chemical plant. I burn my fingers walking with this stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burn your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprint, I guess there will be no able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do now, Mr. Wright? Huh. It seems that the case has been decided, no? No? I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No, I can let it end this. Can't lose. To be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Mr. Wright. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No. You're not going to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Bon Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Bon Karma up on my proposal? Exactly. I would like to cross-examine the witness' pet parrot! Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Bon Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Bon Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Huh. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Okay, before that, I have to show you all something. You're gonna laugh at this. Hold on. Okay, there is actually cases of people before that. I'm going to show you all something. I have to pause this for a second. Okay, where is this? My OBS. Okay. I didn't expect to do this right now, but I'm doing it. All right. Before I do something here. Hold on, please. This is gonna be really quick. All right, here you go.
Parrot helped finger a killer. You heard right. The bird's owner, 45-year-old Marty Durham, was found shot to death at his home outside Grand Rapids, Michigan. His wife was also found badly injured with a gunshot wound to the head.
Yep.
Cops at first thought they were both crime victims. Then the parrot named Bud turned into a stool pigeon, suddenly squawking what sounded like a reenactment of the murder. Had a foul-mouthed argument broken out between husband and wife?
Shut up!
And it ends with these chilling words.
Get your building now!
I felt it. I literally felt what the bird was going through.
Bud is an African gray parrot like this one. They are a
All right. All right. All right. Okay, good. I got that out of my system. All right. Of course, you go through with this, nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with this little game? Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I must read every person's testimony ever of the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That is quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. Must hurt to be ignored by the bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello. Hello. Ah. Certainly the most concise testimony I've heard so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. All right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we even do?
Objection!
This evidence. Oh, crap. Ah, crap.
Hold it!
Witness, you can just say hello and expect us to go anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly, Polly. What? Mr. Wright, see, we're established that the parrot's name is Paul. Does this have anything to do? Yes, it does. Fast. The parrot's name will prove their owner's identity. Show us this thing. Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the taker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi, the owner. The proof is that the pair of names reveal the caretaker identity. Take that! Objection! That's quite a large file you have here. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us! Stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us a page. Yes. Suspect data. On the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? It did. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Objection! Ah, mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak evidence in a murder trial. We'll need something corroborating. Where am I going to find that neck? Getting closer. One more. Piece of it. Witness, you may continue. Witness, you can't just say hello when you testify. What should I say? Okay, I have to say the number of that safe. Safe? Why? Let's just straight to get saying. Okay. Pauline, what's the number of the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, why are you claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Huh! Ridiculous! How can the number to a safe tell us the caretaker is? Caretaker. Show us your proof! $12.28. There you go.
Take that!
DL6 case file? That is the obsession you have with that case. Mr. Wright. Where in this file is something relating to the safe number? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary. Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number of that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. That is not a tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. Well, thank you. Now I can steal your I can steal your account. I think we reach a conclusion here. This is mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. Well, what did you say? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I accomplished what I wanted to do and I'm done. Yeah, he looks totally different. He's the real Yogi, I think. Finally, he's been acting feeble to hide his story. Acting for 15 years. Please, state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very... Order! Yanni Yogi. So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said, I was mentally unsound. He told me he will make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretend to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years ago, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to get my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a minute. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Miles Edgeworth yourself? Anyways, I admit I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Well, Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Alright, well, will the defendant please take a stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are clear of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Lord Karma saying anything? Very well, this court finds Miles defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. Not so fast. Objection! Did someone say objection? It wasn't Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. I'm not innocent at all, and we have heard Johnny Yoke kill Robert Hammond. But revenge for what? Give me some of that. Objection! Judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Another objection. Did someone like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict passed. It will be Larry. That's right. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. Now I know it wasn't a dream. Johnny Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murder, the criminal DL6 incident, it was me, Your Honor. I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for the DL6, the statute of limitation of which ends today. The culprit is me. The culprit is me! Order. Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime from which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. It's the appropriate course of action to take. Okay, hold on. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, Wright. Just wasted all your effort. I said, Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. Me, you will kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. It's just crazy, just crazy! Nick, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Huh? What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here on this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed to his crime. Please hold on, I have to bring something. Pointless. Let the defense do the cross-examining. Runs out today, though it's unconventional for me. I like to run this one by the book. No, Your Honor. Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will the witnesses say his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only needed to work. Wait! Guns, when they're taken into evidence, they're unloaded. It couldn't be shot. Please, please. The day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted to stop him fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought the memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Same claim Mr. Jogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's... Action! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers returned. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. It plainly contradicts the witness testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page is on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth? Look at the victim date on this file. It says, quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was an accidentally firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remainder shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? You do have a point, Mr. Wright. Murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. And those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. Oh, impossible! Now, Mr. Karma, save your surprise for after we've seen the evidence. Look at this photograph. Every time I look at it, he smiles. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in this photo. It should be obvious the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. You should know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone older than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. But, Mr. Wright, but who could that person be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at DL6 incident file. Try case summary page. The case summaries, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. The other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. That's half a point. Second bullet was never found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Bone Karma says, the second bullet fire was not found. highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fire. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong to tell? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Mike. What? I looks like I was wrong, Nick. The second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you do it, Nick. You said you get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just that when I saw the photograph, I thought that too. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Yes, Your Honor. You don't have any objections? No, No, I do not. Oh, you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepting the guilt. The statute of limitation of the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict of the defendant right here. Right now! Indeed. Does anyone has any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's going blank and I can't find the words. Is that right?
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. Must exist. The second bullet. What? You just said? No, nothing. Second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. When it's not going to produce us any answer from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? Well, we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone, he took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. Murderer? And tell us, who is this murderer? Still thinking about that one. Girl took the second bullet, but why, huh? First of all, how would they have found it? Not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. I had to spend time to look for a stray bullet. But a clue. What's wrong? No reason to take the bullet. You don't want to admit, but it's true. I had to take it. I had to take it. You're a murderer. But what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, maybe hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance, I mean, if it hit you, you will have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just thinking off the top of my head. But what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them. Does there leave only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Johnny Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murder came from outside. Yes. Boys pick up the pistol at his feet and he throws it. Pistol discharged and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. A boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one was wounded at the time. He's right. I can't think of... Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? What a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several... What if Von Karma didn't take a vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one was the murderer in the DL6. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh man, something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from the outside. Can you give us the name of the suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. The what? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Ha! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I will have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. No use. I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out himself? That's insane. Not really. He'd done it before. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Very well. Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Yes, I can. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use the evidence. I know how you like it so much. Oh, what? The evidence to prove Von Karma's shot is... Take that! Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is the bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible after all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. I refuse! You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Chin, the statute of limitation runs on this case today. I was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Beep! React, something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. He was you! I was afraid this would happen. And so I remember this silence. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? It was shot at the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from the DL6? Of course he can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the record rooms yourself yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the ones who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof! What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link them bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Take that! That's a bullet? Where do you get that? This is a bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. 1 bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings match, we will know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then, we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on the bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I heard that scream before. Wait, I know. I can't breathe. Why? I say, you're not making these things. Stop. Breathe. Uh-huh. Is that the scream I heard in the elevator? 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Esther Von Karma. Only you will dare to fight me! So, it was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shot me with a parallel on my record. You left a scar on my shoulder that will never break. I will bury you with my prayer. Death. 50 years later, earlier, Chief Prosecutor. It's not like you to make this kind of error. Never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I'm just careless. Sorry, but you will have to leave now. Or for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It's a shock like none I ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records, wondering there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. I asked my help. Went to the hall and felt my way to the elevator. Pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was spinning. Horrible burning pain on my shoulder. The elevator doors opened before my eyes. Saw the 3 people inside, all lying unconscious for oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a piece of lay on my feet. I knew then it was destiny. His last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing which other. Later, he was fooled. He was a perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge, what are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Woo! Yeah, woo! We did it! Woo! That is all. Court is adjourned. They have to arrest him. December 28, 5:38 p.m. District Court. Yeah. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crush him, Nick. Crush. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close though. We're sure we had it. I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. Now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right? Yeah. I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Just try. Thank you. I see. Thank you, right. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot of earn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoa! Woohoo! Oh, amazing, pal! You pulled it through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. There's for me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Woohoo! I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Loda! Oh, great in there! Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand on the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you doing now? Oh, me? I went back to college. I get tried to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? Oh, it's over, Nick. We're let over. What do you mean? What's that? Oh, hey, Nick. I'm not long for this world, huh? You don't look sick. It's Kayance. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, mate. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen this coming. Hey, Edgy. There you are. Yes. Here I am. Congrats, Edgy. A little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts. You come tonight to my treat, Paul. Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward. Yo, Nick. What's the question? When you say street, that's not police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine. Right? Yeah, what's up? The envelope that Larry gave me, you got money on it. Well, yeah, that's not that bad. People give money away to celebrate something. It's $38, right? Huh? That's a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Yeah. Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of large money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came back into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was a good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I couldn't just picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, a little too well, right? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When someone smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth? Huh? You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. You think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I said so. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did! Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! I'll become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might have been a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. I want to switch. You want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after all that, dinner's on me. Detective Gunsher took us out to the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Yeah, he has to take it down. 29, 509, and 502. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5, so maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit minion, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is this? Ah, the first train for the moment has already left the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick? Maya? So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Hold it! Wait a minute, what? I never would have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? The last day on the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still, it was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gunsher helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless. But you were the one who stopped Bon Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in the daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence?
Take that!
Take that. A bullet? Bon Karma was convinced he has taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of the evidence we needed. That was the bullet that put an end to Bon Karma. You were the one who gave it to me. Nick, thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay? I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that off by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the prison to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about blessed surprise. Ooh, Detective Gumshoe. There you go, he said hello and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Naruhodo, naruhodo. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at Cheese Shop. Missus needs a nice lady. She's not exactly where you go. She's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Wow, this guy doesn't have any luck with women. In a way, he's worse than me. Who? Mr. Wright? You remember him. Heard he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he is grateful. You are the worst attorney I have ever seen in my life. In video games. Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney of whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should. I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. They always got him off there. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. How did you know that on DVD on this box section and out of DVD? Everything they say, I'm supposed to keep. Hold back. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. Sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anywhere? Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright, but well, I snuck into the studio the other day and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for my boy of tender age. Oh shit. Oh man. That bad, huh? Yeah, I remember, right? Lawyer guy. Huh, me? I've been training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, the picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real. Now that's telling. I'm gonna be famous. Oh no, I know what it is. I can already picture it. Yeah, I knew it. Shobu. Crapcom.
Hold it!
And with that, we finish. And now we're on a brand new episode. Whew. I'm gonna save this. And with that, we ended today's stream. Thank you very much for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed my voice acting for the characters of this game. Right now, I'm having a very sore throat because I'm not used to this kind of thing. I have a long way to go, but I'm doing my best. And that's all I can do. Anyways, if anybody's interested, I recently did nice fan art for one of my favorite VTubers, Tsunomaki Watame. Hold on. Gotta check it for a second. Okay, let me show you. All right, hold on. All right. All right, where is this? This window capture. All right, there you go. This is the picture that I drew. Nice, huh? All right, that's her. I drew it completely in my cell phone. How does it look? Really nice, huh? Please share it so the real Watame can like it, if any of you are able. Anyways, with that, that will be the end for me. Okay, hold on. First, there you go. With that said, I would like to thank everybody for joining me here today. I hope you uh, join me tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. I wanted to play Final Fantasy games, but apparently the games don't like me. A-holes. I'm gonna have to look for new games. Anyways, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. I also have YouTube, so hit the notification bell. And if you're willing and are able, do consider donating. Any and all donations will be going towards helping me pay for my macular edema treatment. You can see the link up there. And here you go. Over here. That's my link. Anyways, thank you very much and have a good time. Good night, everybody. Oyatsuki. Bye bye. Yane. See you all later or see you all tomorrow. Bye.